Okay, pause everything because the 90-day universe did not come to play today. We've got surgeries, scandals, suspicions, secret ex-fiancés, and Big Ed. Building a wife from scratch? Yeah, buckle up. First up, Natalie. The woman just stepped out with a brand new soft Barbie look after no surgery, and fans are absolutely losing it. Some say it's subtle and gorgeous. Others say they should ask for a refund because they can't even see what changed. But Natalie, she's calling it the start of her new life. And honestly, the confidence is glowing. Meanwhile, Jenny and Sumit are in full meltdown mode. Their cute little cafe is open for business, except Jenny literally can't count change. She gave customers all the money in the drawer, blamed Indian money, and Sumit nearly combusted. Fans are roasting her online like, girl, math works the same worldwide. It is chaos in that cafe. Next, Madeleine, Luke's ex, is suddenly vomiting, dizzy, and convinced she might be pregnant. Fans are spiraling. Is Luke the father? Is there even a pregnancy? Or is TLC setting up a classic 90-day fakeout? Either way, something big is brewing. Then, Patrick and Tais. Their marriage is hitting DEFCON 3 after Patrick basically accuses Tais of going out with men and then admits he has been tracking her jackets. Not the jackets, sir. Tais is done, and fans are begging this man to get therapy immediately. And oh, yes, Big Ed. Not only is he ready to get married again, he has a whole list of requirements for his next woman. His type this week? Scottish or Irish women with hot accents who are in good shape. Fans are like, Ed, what exactly do you bring to the table? Brutal. And finally, Emma. She loses her job right before flying to Morocco, and Ziad doesn't know she was secretly engaged to another man named Mohammed. She even ghosted Ziad to try to marry that guy. The second she lands, they're already arguing. This storyline is about to blow wide open. All right, fam, smash that like button, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you never miss a drop, and let's dive straight into our first big story. Did Natalie just unlock her final form? Because her new soft Barbie face reveal has the entire 90-day fandom doing double takes. Natalie has officially unveiled her post-surgery transformation. And while some fans say the change is subtle, others are calling it the best glow-up she's ever had. But what exactly did she do? And why is everyone talking about it? So here's the deal. Natalie didn't just wake up one morning with a softer, more refined look. She went under the knife to get it. In her latest Instagram drop, Natalie proudly showed off her brand new nose, calling the transformation huge and saying she finally has what she considers her perfect face. According to her, the old upward bend at the tip of her nose had bothered her for years. She spent 40 decades, as she put it, living with a face that didn't match how she felt inside. And now with this surgery, she's starting what she calls a new chapter in her life. She even said, I finally love my nose. It suits my face so much better. The confidence is radiating. But here's what's interesting. The change is incredibly subtle. We're not talking about Darcy and Stacy level transformations. This is refined, delicate, almost whisper-light work. So subtle that some fans joked she should ask for her money back because they can't even tell what changed. Still, the overwhelming reaction? Support. Tons of fans praised her for choosing a natural-looking enhancement and not going overboard. One commenter even wrote, "This is how you do cosmetic work. Soft, balanced, beautiful." Nat also dropped a little emotional backstory in her update. She says this isn't just about aesthetics, it's about reclaiming her self-image. She literally said she feels like she's writing a beautiful new story, and this nose is the first chapter.
But of course, some viewers think it's deeper than that. A few are speculating that this transformation isn't just for herself, but maybe for a future storyline, a dating reboot, or even a TV comeback. You know the fandom, the theories never stop. Nat's vibe now is soft glam, gentle makeup, romantic curls, the full soft Barbie aesthetic. And honestly, it suits her. Whether you love the new look or can barely spot the difference, Natalie is clearly feeling herself, and that part is undeniable. Fans are split between Queen, you look stunning, and Girl, what exactly did you pay for? But everyone agrees Natalie has never looked more confident, and that alone is making headlines. And just when you think the drama ends with a nose job, wait till you see Jenny and Sumit's cafe chaos. Yes, the basic math fight is even worse than you've heard. Jenny was manning the counter because, remember, hiring help isn't in the budget right now, and things seemed fine. Until Sumit's dad stepped behind the register and realized the change tray was empty. He asked Jenny if she had given out all the change he handed her, and she casually said yes, like it was totally normal. Cue Sumit entering the scene, confusion turning into sheer panic. When he asked what she did, she admitted she doesn't understand how Indian money works. Yes, she said that. In his confessional, Sumit spelled it out. If someone pays 100 for something that costs 60, you give them 40 back. This is basic math. He even emphasized loudly that this has nothing to do with India or culture. It's universal. Fans online, they were feral. One viewer wrote, "Jenny has been in India how long and doesn't understand change?" Another added, "If my partner laughed after losing us money, I'd lose it." The laughter part is what really set people off because Jenny genuinely giggled in her confessional, saying maybe the cafe didn't make any money from that sale. And while it's funny from the outside, Sumit is stressed. Their cafe's new, their finances are tight, and miscalculating money isn't just a small mistake, it's a direct hit to their survival. But the worst part? This isn't even the first time Jenny has struggled with basic tasks in the cafe. Fans instantly remembered the infamous coffee machine not plugged in moment. So now they're wondering, is Jenny actually overwhelmed or is she just not built for customer service? Fans are calling it the Jenny tax, adorable but expensive, and many feel Sumit's patience deserves an award at this point. Don't touch that dial because this meltdown goes even deeper. Wait till you hear Jenny's next explanation about Indian money and why fans think things are about to get even messier. We already knew Jenny accidentally gave away all the change at the cafe. But in the extended clip, we finally learn why, and the reason had viewers pausing, rewinding, and shouting at their screens. When Sumit confronted her, Jenny explained that she doesn't understand Indian money. She insisted she can't keep track of the bills or figure out what's supposed to go back to customers. And look, fans have seen Jenny struggle with appliances, recipes, even plugging things in. But currency? That's a new level. Sumit, in his confessional, didn't sugarcoat it. This isn't Indian money. This is basic math everywhere. He even gave an example. If something costs 60 rupees and someone hands you 100, you return 40. Jenny just blinked, laughed, and said she didn't get it. And that giggle, it ignited the fandom. Many felt Jenny wasn't taking the cafe's financial struggles seriously. Others wondered if she was overwhelmed or simply not detail-oriented enough for a job handling cash. But the moment that really shook viewers was when Sumit's father stepped in. He asked Jenny how much money they charged a customer. She confidently responded, "All of it." His face, pure shock. He reminded her she had given away every rupee he handed her. This isn't an isolated incident either. Fans immediately brought up the earlier clip where Jenny tried making coffee without plugging in the machine. Combined with the money issue, some viewers now think Jenny might not actually want to run a cafe. Or maybe she's unintentionally sabotaging her role because the stress is too much. Jenny, meanwhile, just laughed and said, maybe we didn't make any money today. Fans are divided between thinking Jenny's overwhelmed, undertrained, or simply uninterested. Some even speculate that another meltdown is coming if she's put back on register duty.
Stick around because things are about to take a very different turn as Luke and Madelein's storyline explodes, including a sudden sickness and a possible pregnancy scare you won't believe. A brand new preview from 90 Day Fiancé the Other Way shows Madeleine suddenly sick, dizzy, and vomiting, and she and Luke immediately jump to one conclusion: a possible pregnancy. Now, the internet is exploding with theories. All right, let's get into this because the drama is thick. The new teaser opens with Madeleine stepping out of a car and immediately bending over to vomit. Luke rushes over looking panicked while she holds her head and tells him she's been feeling low ever since the week of their wedding. Now, remember, these two had already been on shaky ground. She yelled at him for not providing a lavish enough wedding, accused him of being broke, and didn't trust him after the stripper incident. Then they split hours before the ceremony. So now, suddenly talking pregnancy, fans were not ready. Inside the clip, Madeleine mentions dizziness, nausea, and a general sense of being unwell. All classic pregnancy symptoms. Luke immediately asks, "Are you telling me you might be pregnant?" And honestly, the way he said it, it sounded like a man trying to brace himself for impact. But here's where things get wild. Neither of them seems shocked by the possibility. In fact, the clip all but confirms they were hooking up frequently. Luke even implies they weren't exactly being careful. Online, viewers are divided. Some think the sickness is nothing but an insect bite or weather reaction because, yes, Colombia humidity is that real. But others, they are convinced TLC is setting up a full-blown pregnancy storyline. And let's be honest, when has TLC ever missed the chance for a dramatic pregnancy arc? Several fans pointed out that if Madeleine is pregnant, the question becomes, who's the father? Is it Luke? Someone else from her past? A rebound? Nobody knows, and the clip doesn't give answers. Madeleine herself also says, "I told you we had to be careful when we have sex," which implies there may have been multiple close calls before this. She doesn't deny the possibility at all. If anything, she looks like she's already accepted it. Meanwhile, the cast hasn't commented publicly, and if TLC is keeping this under wraps, it likely means the reveal, pregnant or not, will be used as one of the season's big emotional peaks. Bottom line, the nausea might be just a scare. But it might also be the first hint of a storyline that changes everything for both of them. Fans online are buzzing with theories from "she's definitely pregnant" to "this is TLC hype, nothing more." But one question dominates. If she is expecting, will Luke even stay?
And don't go anywhere because the next couple is spiraling even harder. Patrick and Tais are drowning in trust issues, from accusations to secret trackers to full emotional breakdowns. Okay, let's break this down because Patrick and Tais' storyline just went from normal marital tension to Netflix thriller in under 2 minutes. The clip starts innocently enough. Tais comes home after a night out with 2 girlfriends, but Patrick, he's pacing like he just solved a crime. He immediately accuses her of going out with men, even though she clearly states she was with 2 women the entire night. Tais sits him down and explains again that she wasn't with any guys. But instead of calming down, Patrick reveals the part that made viewers gasp. He had attached key-sized trackers to her jacket without telling her. Yes, secret trackers. He admits he'd checked her location repeatedly while she was out. And he didn't stop there. He also went through her jacket pocket on camera, searching for the device he hid. Tais' face said everything: shock, anger, humiliation. Patrick tries to justify it by bringing up his past trauma, saying he's been cheated on before and can't help his mistrust. But Tais is done.
She tells him point blank that dragging past betrayals into their marriage is not fair, not healthy, and not sustainable. The clip gets even tenser when she reveals how suffocating it feels. She says Patrick becomes suspicious if they go a couple days without sex, or if she seems distracted, or if she doesn't respond fast enough. She even mentions he has accused her of being in a love triangle. With who? He doesn't say. Patrick, meanwhile, is spiraling. He admits he has almost no trust in her. He's terrified she'll betray him the way others have. And while some viewers sympathize with his hurt, most agree secret tracking devices cross a major line. Tais, visibly done, warns him, if after 3 years you still don't trust me, how are we supposed to survive? It's raw, it's emotional, and it's exactly why fans think this couple may be reaching their breaking point. Fans are begging Patrick to get therapy, with some saying this looks more like control than insecurity. Others fear the marriage won't last if this pattern continues.
Keep it locked, because if you think this was chaotic, wait till you hear Big Ed's new ideal woman checklist and his shocking hints about another wedding attempt. So here's the latest chapter in the saga of Big Ed Brown, because yes, somehow there's always another one. During a recent TikTok live, Ed surprised fans by openly revealing exactly what he's looking for in his next partner. And no, it wasn't subtle. He starts by raving about Ireland and Scotland, saying the women there have accents that make him lose his mind. According to him, the ideal future Mrs. Brown has a lilting accent, a good sense of humor, and is, and this is Ed's wording, in good shape. Fans in the live stream chat immediately exploded with comments like, Ed, what shape are you in? And, sir, this is a Wendy's. But Ed wasn't done. He hinted strongly that he's open to getting married again, saying he's ready to settle down with the right woman. And not only that, he actually encouraged women from Scotland and Ireland to follow him. Then he dropped the part that sent the fandom into full chaos. He recently met a group of beautiful women in New York and maybe be planning to approach one of them. A blogger, the reality TV Mess, even reported that Ed has his eye on one specific woman from that group. The wildest part? Fans can't tell if he's being serious or trolling for attention. Ed kept smiling in that mischievous way that suggests half joke, half declaration. But knowing Ed, a storyline revival is never off the table. He also talked about wanting someone active and positive, and maybe, just maybe, wanting to return to TV with this new quest for love. Because honestly, when has Ed ever passed up a chance for screen time? But fans are calling out what they see as hypocrisy. How can Ed demand fitness, emotional stability, and confidence when he famously offers, not that? From his chaotic relationship with Liz to his long list of failed romances, people are wondering if he's learned anything at all. That said, and this is where it gets interesting, some viewers think he might be gearing up for a redemption arc. Whether it's on TikTok, TLC, or both, Big Ed is already framing his next chapter. And if history tells us anything, if Ed wants camera time, he'll get camera time. The fandom is split between Ed, please stop, and okay, fine, I'll watch this train wreck again. But everyone agrees, this man is not done with reality TV.
Stick around because the next couple's drama hits even harder as Emma drops a shocking job loss confession and a hidden engagement bombshell on Ziad, all before she even lands in Morocco. All right, let's dive into this roller coaster because Emma and Ziad may have just become the most chaotic couple of the season. The episode opens with Emma packing for Morocco, but when her siblings Izzy and Zach stop by, she casually drops a bomb. She just lost her job. fired after a conflict with the coworker who was once her best friend. She's now unemployed and flying overseas to meet her boyfriend. Her siblings' reactions? Pure shock. They question the timing, the money situation, the emotional weight, but Emma insists she's handling it. Spoiler, she's not. The tension only spikes when she finally lands in Morocco. Ziad greets her warmly, but the moment she goes in for a kiss, he pulls back. Public affection goes against his cultural norms, and he shuts it down hard. Emma tries to laugh it off, but you can see the hurt. Things escalate quickly. Ziad tells her he's having trouble trusting her because something feels off. He even hints he thinks she's hiding something. And he's right. She is. Cue the emotional flashback. Emma admits in her confessional she was once engaged to a man named Muhammad. In fact, she cut off communication with Ziad to try to make that relationship work. It gets worse. Muhammad cheated on her, the engagement blew up, and then she went back to Ziad as if nothing happened. And Ziad? He still has no idea about any of this. Meanwhile, Ziad expresses frustration with her honesty and reliability. At one point, he even questions whether she's emotionally stable enough for the relationship. Their very first reunion argument erupts over trust, withholding truths, and fear of repeating past heartbreaks. Then, in their most heated moment, Ziad walks away saying their relationship might be near its end. Emma breaks down, terrified of losing him again, especially knowing she still hasn't confessed the real reason he sensed something was wrong. It's a mess. A beautiful, dramatic, 90-day brand mess. Fans online are already divided. Some blame Emma for lying by omission, while others say Ziad's trust radar is spot on. Many predict their storyline will become one of the season's biggest implosions.
And just when you think the secrets stop there, wait till you see Emma's second bombshell, a hidden engagement revelation that sends Ziad over the edge. All right, buckle up because Emma's storyline just took a sharp turn into full-fledged 90-day chaos. In the latest episode, we finally see why Ziad's intuition has been buzzing like a smoke alarm. He kept saying something felt off, that he didn't fully trust Emma, and that he sensed there was more to her story. And oh, there was. Emma sits down for her confessional and admits the truth. Before reconnecting with Ziad, she had been in a serious relationship with a man named Mohammed. Serious as in engaged. She and Mohammed were planning a future together, and during that time, she cut ties with Ziad completely so she could try to build a life with her fiancé. But then came the hammer. Mohammed cheated on her. The engagement fell apart. Emma was devastated and went straight back to Ziad. The issue? Ziad knows none of this. He only knows she disappeared from his life without an explanation and then reappeared as if nothing had happened. Now, as they argue in Morocco, Ziad keeps circling back to one point. Something about her feels unreliable, like she's hiding critical information. And he's right. But Emma is terrified to tell him. She fears that once he hears the real reason she ghosted him, everything will collapse. She even says on camera that she doesn't know if their relationship can survive the truth. Meanwhile, Ziad grows increasingly frustrated, saying he can't trust someone who won't be honest with him and that they might be nearing the end. Fans are also finally understand why Ziad refuses to kiss her in public or fully open up. He feels a disconnect he can't explain. All the missing pieces trace back to Emma's hidden engagement and the emotional mess she left behind. The emotional beats are heavy. Emma crying, Ziad walking away, the producers asking if they're breaking up, and Emma whispering that revealing her past might destroy everything. This is the kind of storyline that hits every 90-day checkbox.
Heartbreak, secrets, cultural tension, trust issues, and a reveal that could explode the entire season. Fans are calling this the twist we all felt coming and predicting Ziad will absolutely lose it when he learns the truth. Others think this might be the season's defining relationship implosion.